What's going on, guys? It's 7:30 in the evening where I am right now recording this game. I finished work for the day. I've got my rum and coke, boys. Cheers. And then there's nothing more I enjoy than finding some good live casted games, cast them, and then post them to YouTube just for you boys. And so you guys can enjoy it as much as I do. For anyone who's wondering, it's a dark spiced rum. I am quite fond of my my rum. I do like my dark rum as well. My spiced rum. Captain Morgan's, Kraken, all of that good stuff. And yeah, now I'm just gonna chill now. Have a quick gander at what's going on, and look what I find! Julian versus Kinesi! Big Julian versus Kinesi. Oh, look, and we got a follow. Thank you very much for the follow. And the main reason I wanted to cast this game is because you might notice something here. Yes, this game was played very recently by Revnak as Brit up against Kinesi as Aztec. So if Revnak can't win this matchup, there's only one man who can. And that, my friend, is the best, undoubtedly the best player in the game right now. The champ, the GOAT, Juliank himself. But is it still too much of a mammoth task for Brits to win this matchup? Well, we'll have to say Julian himself, the GOAT himself, the greatest of all time, says himself that Aztec are not an OP Civ. They are not a busted Civ. Hey, my YouTube comments, Julian, will say otherwise. And my YouTube community is never wrong. Kappa. Julian going for... Oh, that was 65 XP. I thought that was going to be the livestock treasure. So, Tutu's golden stool. Oh, of course they put stool in there. The golden turd. Oh, if that gave you gold instead of XP, that would just be the devs would just be 10 out of 10 troll right there. But let's see what goes on between Julian and Kinesi this game. I think it's fair to say we know what once again, Kinesi, one of my favorite players to watch, just because he goes up against the best and he wins, and he does a build that very few people do. So I do like watching Kinesi, but at this stage, unless it's a water map, I think it's pretty predictable what he's going to do. He's almost aged up. He's aging up with the fast, the messenger. There it is. He makes sure he chops enough for that house. Bang, there it goes. And then he puts lots of people on food to try and get as many villagers in queue as possible. There you go. He's going to get a couple more in queue. And then he's going to put everyone and get onto that community plaza and start spamming the warrior priest dance and trying to get 10 warrior priests out as quickly as possible. Julian, on the other hand... Julian is he's going scouting. Let's look at his point of view. And the downside to what Kinesi is doing right now is it's very predictable. If you see that fast age up, you want to know what he's doing, right? And the moment you see this, lots of villagers on the community plaza, he's away. He's seen exactly what he needs to see, and he's like, fuck this shit, I'm out. And he's gone right away. And Sir Cunningham knows exactly the scores on the door. So he knows exactly what Kinesi is doing, and he's very predictable, but you always want to scout to confirm. So if you see lots of villagers dancing on the community plaza, you almost 9 times out of 10 you know that's going to be the warrior priest boom. So that gives him really valuable information, and as a result, I imagine he's going to go super greedy or super aggressive. I doubt he'll go super aggressive because you don't want to be super aggressive against warrior spam because it's just not going to work. Interesting outpost. Putting it just behind this trading post, a nice tree, so really nice protection, like a natural barrier for that outpost. Hunting dogs coming in. I imagine he's already gone Gangsaw. 700 wood is going to be his first shipment. He doesn't have anything like VC or GMT. Julian just likes to play this very, very standard. Eating a goat he's got there. 4 villagers go straight on to gathering that wood. And we see here, look at this line of sight. Look at the minimap. Look at all the blue dots on the minimap. And you can see he's starting to put down those foundations. Manor house, manor house, manor house. And if your opponent is being really greedy, and you know there's not going to be many units out anytime soon, with Brits, Lionheart's top tip for the video, you want to be super aggressive with your manor houses. You want your manor houses to cover a large portion of the screen and act as like a line of sight wall so you see absolutely everything. And we take a look at his line of sight and look at this. Look at the minimap. Look at the minimap. He is on. What's the thing all seeing? Is it omniscient? Or is that all-knowing? I think omniscient is all-knowing. Omnipotence is all-powerful. Someone in the chat tell me what the all-seeing version is. Maybe I've already got. I don't know. It was a long time ago since I did my religious studies at school. A long time ago. And it's probably because I was drinking too much of this why I didn't take as much information in as I should have done. Oh, good old alcohol. Never fails me. Anyway, moving on. Before chat thinks I'm going to be, before they think I'm a drunk, homeless bum. We see here, look, I've still got his line of sight on. You might think I haven't because it is so much line of sight going on here, but I'm literally on Julian's line of sight. And look at all these manors. Look at the mini-map. Isn't it glorious? You can't raid against this. It is the best anti-raid tech in the game. Just go full mana boom. Just go full mana boom. Yeah, and like I said, the reason he's been able to do this is because he kept his explorer alive, lots of HP, and scouted his opponent's base as soon, like the perfect time. The perfect time. Maybe 10, 20 seconds earlier would have been even more perfect. But you know, he scouted. He knew exactly what was going on, and he changed his gameplay according to the situation. So he adapted on the fly. So both these guys going super greedy. Julian is aging up now with the 700 coins, so he's gone 700 wood, 4 villagers, 700 coin for greedy semi-fortress. He's on 44 vills. He's aging up. It's going to take a while with the adventurer, and I imagine Kinesi's almost there. He's about halfway. Has Kalmakuk come in? So Kalmakuk has come in. So yeah, so he'll be aging up fast here. So that's going to be with the Elder. So this is interesting. So basically a full kind of greed build from Julian. Pure settlers, right? Pure settlers with market techs. Whilst the equivalent on Kinesi's side is he's gone full warrior priest greed. You know, he has shipped his 5 villages as well. But he's essentially gone for max warrior priest boom, whilst Julian has gone for max mana boom. So we'll see which takes the biscuit this game. But look at this. Able to get away with super greedy noble huts. Warrior spam coming in just to try and protect these noble huts. Could have been a bit earlier with them. Would definitely normally want them in front, but that's okay. He had his explorer here, just having a look, keeping an eye on things. Aztec scouting party coming in. First shipment's going to be 13 Autontins. Does he ship them from one of these noble huts? I imagine he will. Followed by 9 Jaguar Piranhas. And this is unlike Kinesi. Normally with Kinesi, he likes to go for that 8 villagers first. He does like that gold shipment, but we don't see it in here. So it does look like he's just going all out here. Really, military shipment after military shipment. And don't forget, 10 warrior priests is basically like having 11 trade posts. Guys, I'm not even joking. It's like 11 and a half trading posts. You do the math. Someone actually did the maths on how much like 12 trading posts was on one of my recent videos. I was like, you legend, it's so true. Big button coming in from the community plaza, so he's going to be getting lots of XP. And that means, yeah, he's going to want to be farming these outposts and manor houses. Outpost gives 210 XP. And for any of you guys out there that don't know, the usual rule of thumb is you shouldn't kill manor houses because it just gives your opponent Brits another villager. Like, they can just rebuild it and they can get another villager from it. But you wait to see how much XP he gets. 252 XP for a house. For a house, he gets 252 XP. That's because he shipped that big button, which I can't remember how much it cost from the community plaza. And as long as his explorer is around anything, any of these units, he's gonna get added XP, and that's one of the special abilities from the Aztec Explorer. It works for military units, it works for buildings, essentially any treasure, including treasure guardians, you know, anything that gets destroyed that gives XP, it will get like quadrupled at this point. So yeah, that's kind of insane. A manor house, which normally gives 84, gives now 252. That is, I cannot stress how insane that is. I actually cannot stress how insane that is. It's almost, at this point, it's almost a quarter of a shipment. And he's already sent like 10 this game. It's absolutely insane. So he's farming so much XP. There's another 250. This is like 1,000 XP at this point. That's so insane. 1,000 XP. It's just military shipment after military shipment from Kinesi right now. Let's go have a look over at Brits. He's managed to get up to 51 villagers, and he was on max manors. And you see here, it looks like he's probably building more manors. Oh, he's building walls at the moment. Yeah, see, this is the problem. Like, he can continue to build more manors, and he gets an extra villager per manor house. But 252 XP is just way too much to pass up on. And you 100%, you want to take this line of sight down as well. So yeah, farming all of this XP, that's so insane. I actually can't stress how... Look, we take a look over. He's almost got another shipment. We just see him shipping 6 eagle runners. He's almost got another shipment. Look at this army. The majority of this army is from shipments. There's another shipment. Knight hit points. And that's gonna... oh, God, that's gonna buff all of these Jaguar Prow Knights. Oh, that's insane. Arrow Knights. The Eagle ones. There's so many. I always forget the names. There they go. Eagle Runner Knights. Just absolutely insane stuff right now from Kinesi. Julian is on 54. Kinesi is on 36 vil. So he's not that far behind when you take into consideration how much XP has been granted here. I like this stealth by the Jaguar Prow Knights, trying to jump in and find a good fight. And Julian K, his musketeers, where were they going? They were going sightseeing. And dearie me, that could be fatal here. But Julian has been building up his base. Look how many gates he's got. There's like 200 wood, 250 wood just in gates. Just in gates of 250 wood. He's put lots of walls down, and I like that play. That is the smart way to play this matchup. They are pillarless walls. A gate goes down. But did it do enough? Did it do enough? Coyote's diving in. Jaguar Prow Knights, they need to be on the heavy infantry. They don't want to be on the light infantry whilst the Coyotes are on the heavy, and they need to be on the light infantry. So a bit of a mistake here by Kinesi. It's still looking good, but... oh, wow. 5 veteran Hussars coming in. That might change the tide of this battle. We still got those warriors in there getting stuck in. A villager ball from Julian. And I tell you what, that was looking really hype for Kinesi, but I think these reinforcing Hussars is just going to be too much for him. Yes. Those 5 Hussars coming in to save the day. Potentially a few more coming in as well. I love this war hut over here, really containing Julian, and it's a really good place to bring in reinforcements. But again, is it going to be enough? You've got pure Tontins there, and Kinesi's relying on no more heavy cav, but there they are, heavy cav incoming. Now, Julian's the one with lots of shipments ready to go. Cavalry combat coming in, as is 5 Hussars. Honestly, 5 Hussars would have been better than cavalry combat, but hey, he's a better player than I. I will not judge. One Hussar just got, well, just absolutely knocked off his cavalry there. By rocks. Literally, people slinging rocks. To be fair, that would probably hell me off my horse as well. But that was a silly conversation, because I don't even know how to ride a horse. I know how to throw rocks, though. Ah. Oh, baby, that hits. Oh, baby, that hits. That rum and coke, baby. Nothing better. Nothing better after work. Just taking the edge off, baby. Don't worry, I'm not going to have any affiliate links of any alcohol. Kids, if you're watching out there, stay away from alcohol. Otherwise, you turn into a bum like me. Look at that, 30 XP from a longbow. They're only supposed to give 15. Oh no, they're only supposed to give 10 XP, but he gets triple that thanks to his explorer. So again, so much XP being generated. I love this yeoman coming in now. How often do you see the yeoman card get sent in such high-level games? And that's going to turn these longbows into the longest range skirmisher in the game. I think they get 26. Is it 4 line? Is it an extra 4? Yeah, so they get 26 range. Absolutely insane. There might be some obscure unit that has more than range than that. I don't think there is. But yeah, look at that, 26 range. That really, and that's been in the game forever. You know, since the vanilla days, 26 range longbows has been in the game. I believe that is the same range as a falconet. Kinesi, back to him. He's on 51 villagers. Well, how much was Julie on? 59. So Kinesi actually done really well here. He's only on 1 TC as well, so he's actually catching up in villagers. He shipped that 8 villager card as well, which is so good. He's starting to get some Berbers. Probably wants to be greedy and get the Berber nomads as well. He has lots of herds in the middle of the map here. Still got access to all of these mines. So Kinesi looking really, really good. And look how many shipments he sent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 he has already sent. That is so insane. He's farming more manor houses. But I see a load of big blue dots. Does Kinesi see these incoming? Oh, he doesn't. And he's going straight for the gold mine. No, Kinesi. How long is it going to take him? 4, 5, 6, about 5 seconds to see it. But that's 5 seconds too slow. And he's losing so many villagers there. Wop, wop, wop. Down to 47. Can I get a hiya? 5k score difference. Eagle Runners going to take off 1, maybe 2 hussars. That's a nice pick off, but it's not worth losing the amount of villagers that he lost. More Eagles coming. If they were only down here a little bit earlier as well, that could have been a huge, big, costly encounter there for Julian, but he manages to get away with killing about 8 villagers or so. I mean, Eco's still relatively close as well, though. You still got those warrior priests. And I'm not sure what you'd have warrior priests on at this point. Like, it's not really worth getting extra XP, I don't think, anymore. Just, I don't know. Maybe it still is. Maybe it still is. But might just be, I mean, obviously, he's got the increase to damage dance, which is definitely what you want in the fight. But it might be worth, like, you know, increasing his explorer for a bit and then switching to the attack dance, you know, just to soak up lots of damage. It's debatable. It's debatable. But Julian K, diving in, he's on 174 pop. I don't think Kinesi can do anything about this. And we've got 26 range veteran longbow. Look at them. Rain down fire. Our arrows will blot out the sun. That's a quote from a really good movie. If you haven't seen that movie, go and see it. And Kinesi just dives in. These things have 26 range. Atontins have 16. These things have 10 more range than Atontins. Atontins have to dive in versus them, but it's not going to matter anyway because there's just too much stuff here from Kinesi. And Julian making that look not easy. That was a close fight down here. That came down to literally 5 hussars coming in. So that was a really close fight. And there you have it. It's a really good idea to build lots of walls, build lots of gates, because you just know that Aztec are going to have lots of melee units, and the best defense versus lots of melee units that slow you down, that snare you, is lots of walls and gates. So, a little bit lame having to get the little bit of cheeky lane, but, you know, walls are a thing in this game. Gates are a thing in this game. They have been nerfed as well, so can't really call them lame anymore. They don't have that much HP. They're only 1,000 HP. They cost 10 wood for each section now. But Julian just playing that flawlessly, showing us all why he's the goddamn GOAT. Village account. Look how close it got. Look how close it got. All resources gathered. Military. Where do we find the XP? Experience. Wow, look at that. Almost double the XP. Oh, that is so insane. That is so insane. He got 3,000 XP from combat and 2,000 from buildings. GG. Good stuff there from both. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. And I will catch you on the next game. And I'm going to enjoy my rum and coke. Peace out, boys.